Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Poker's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. Can I just give a big shout out to Welcome Estates, Spartan Demolition. Hope you boys are all okay. Right, Dylan White, the can man. Is he now frozen out at world level? I think he is. I think Dylan White's a long way to go now before he gets another world title shot. Really, I mean, I think he's way off pace now. What do I see? Who do I see him fighting next? Well, you'd like to hope that Joshua is going to fight Franklin next month, beat him. Well, it's only like 4 weeks today, isn't it? So let's hope that Joshua beats Franklin, then him and Dylan White get it on in July or August, and loser retires from sport. Winner moves on to fight Fury. But if Fury and Joshua fight this summer, where does that leave Dylan White, the can man? Anybody who wants it can get it. According to Dylan White, he's the can man, the body snatcher. Well, Dylan White is 35-year-old on the 11th of April. He's had 32 fights, 29 wins, 19 by way of, 3 losses, and all losses by knockout. So he's a bit weak around the whiskers, but when you go through his career, considering his amateur pedigree, he's done really well. You know, a world-class left hook and toughness has got him through. And he's been in with 9 undefeated guys, so he has to be given credit. But his best wins are Alexander Povetkin, an old man coming off a virus, a COVID-19 virus. That's his best win. After that, you'd have to say Joseph Parker and Lucas Brown, and then Derek Chisora. Povetkin, a regular champion at WBA. So was Brown, Lucas Brown. And technically, Lucas Brown's belt should have been online for Dylan then because he was undefeated, but the belt wasn't online. And Joseph Parker, his weren't a regular belt. His were full WBO belt, wasn't it? But he was classed as a paper champion because it was really Tyson Fury's belt, wasn't it? So when you look at it, in theory, Dylan White's not beat a fully. He's not beat a full world champion. Well, yeah, you could say Parker, couldn't you? But paper champion. But Parker, old man Povetkin, and Lucas Brown, a 20-stone tattooed penis. That's what Dylan called him. It's not world beating, is it? But Dylan White's purses and his profiles, he's got a world-class profile, and Eddie Hearn's he's done a fantastic job on him, really. And you can't say Eddie Hearn's not done a fantastic job, can you, on Dylan White? He's delivered for him, and Dylan's played his part as well. He's had wins. He's been in with Derek twice. He's fought some decent guys, hasn't he? Been in with Joshua, Dave Allen, Ian Lewinson, Chisora, Malcolm Tanny, Lenius, Brown, Parker, Chisora, Rivers, Marius back, Povetkin, Fury, and he's got that what they call it next, hasn't he? Winner of Joshua and Franklin. So the same, but it could easily flip on its head and Joshua could go fight somebody else, couldn't he? Who knows? Then he could put Joshua in with Wilder or Usyk again or Joyce. Out can happen, can't it? And that's why I'm going to say that Dylan White looks to me like, as regards fighting for a world title, I don't think he ever gets another world title shot again. I think he's going to be too old. And I don't see a way back for him for a world title fight. All I see now is him just trying to get as many intense beef sort of fights and, pay-per-views or whatever, as many fights like that as he can get from now on. That's what I see him doing. Mainly because there's nobody for him to fight, is there really? He's not going to get in with Fury for a world title fight, is he? So the only other pay-per-view, he's not going to get Usyk or Fury. So the only other pay-per-view is Joyce or Joshua or Wilder. So does Dylan White beat Joyce? No. Does he beat Joshua? No. Does he beat Wilder? No. Who's he got a chance with in any of them fights? He's got a 40% chance of beating Joshua. And he's got a 20% chance of beating Joyce. He's got a 10% chance of beating Wilder. So Joshua's his easy pay-per-view. It's the only fight for him now that's the money fight. Because if it ain't a money fight, he'd have to be in a world title to get good money. And he's not going to get in with Usyk or Fury, is he? So that's why I'm going to say that Dylan White is now frozen out at world level fighting for a world title. And if he wants world title money for a non-world title fight, it's got to be Wilder, Joyce, or Joshua. And that is it. Because I don't think Ergovic fight is that good money, is it? But the Joyce, Wilder, and Joshua fights, they're pay-per-view, aren't they? So let's see how it unfolds. What does everybody think about the video? Do you agree with me? Is Dylan White the can man frozen out? Anybody who wants it can get it. As long as you're Marius Vac, Malcolm Tan, or coming off COVID, like Povetkin, in his rocking chair. That's how I look at it. I'm only talking like people would talk in the pub down in the pub with the mates on a Saturday afternoon, just having the crack. That's all. That's crack as in a laugh. That's all it is. So no need to be offended, all you Dillian White hardcore fans. But if you are offended, I don't care. Peace out.